everyone. So we've been kind of busy, and in between busy, the girls have been playing in the toy room. And now we're gonna have to clean it. So today our main goal is to tidy up the toy room, but it's not just to tidy up the toy room. They had a ton more Legos given to them since last time we redid the toy room. Now we've got to look at how we do the Legos. So this may be two parts. One I just clean the toy room and another one I just Legos. Not sure yet. I'll let you know as we go. But today we're gonna clean the toy room. First thing we do when it's this messy is we are going to divide up the chores. So there is a lot out right now. We have American Girl dolls, we have mostly Legos, we have Disney princess dolls, doll clothes, a couple of miscellaneous things. So the first thing we're going to do is pick up specific things. But I am going to help them because, like, I know it's their mess, but I also feel responsible to help them get it to where it is easy to organize. And some things I can see that they can't. So that's our goal. We're going to maybe go through some of the doll clothes and get rid of some of them. We're going to go through a couple of the toys that maybe they've outgrown and get rid of a couple things. And current progress so far. I know it doesn't look great, but if you pan over here, I have a list over here and I have numbers. We have these cat treat containers that people gave us that we've been washing out. And you see the number on the side of this one. At the moment, we're just numbering them, making a list, and making a different bucket for each one of like specialty pieces. Number 1 right now has windows and doors. 11 has flags. These have kind of like the connects type pieces to them. I just numbered that one. I don't remember what it's for. Castles, Star Wars. So we're kind of sorting them out like that right now. Madeline's working on clearing out the space in front of the shelf so we can get to the shelf as we go. Sarah is cleaning stuff that's not Legos out of that corner and then working the Legos more this way. She has the buckets of the people sorted. Rebecca is picking up all the teeny tiny pieces, and all the teeny ones are going to go in these drawers. Anything that's not teeny is going to go into the buckets. We also have these big Lego bins that were Matt's whenever he was a kid. And we're going to put, this one has bricks and, you know, most of the basic brick shape. Let me dig one out. Like, you know, this one's a flatter piece, but something like that. And then if they're kind of like bricks, but they're not, like this one here, but it looks like a brick from the bottom, it goes in this one for now. Sarah is also working on ones they call like robot pieces. Those would be hard to show you. We'll have to, or it's hard to explain. I'll have to show you those in a minute. But that's what our goal is right now. It's just to sort these out and get them into the individual buckets that they go in. We took a short break for dinner. We've got quite a bit done right here. Several buckets. We've got at least 16 buckets designated out now. Rebecca's helping me on my pile. Chubby's going crazy. Sarah is working on breaking down the characters into individual buckets. Madeline is working on non-Lego stuff between this shelf and over here. She got all of this done for me, swept under that shelf for me, put the Sophia castle back, swept right here in front of the shelf. So as we finish off some of the buckets, we can start putting them over here. She's going to clean that off right now, and then we're eventually going to work on getting that cleared off. So it's going a little bit slower because, I mean, Legos are teeny tiny pieces, but it's not quite as bad as it was. Our goal is to try to finish tonight, though. I think we can do it. And progress since last time I turned the camera on. The major pile right here is mostly up. There's a little bit right here. Most of it's up. We've got several bins out to sort everything in. A couple of them for just bricks. No, the just bricks are here, here, and in there. The goal is to get the bigger stuff up top, to use the smaller bins to put them on these shelves because they actually fit perfectly in these shelves, which is why we're still using these. We may eventually paint them. For now, I just put some tape on them with some numbers with Sharpies on the tape to label them just for now to see if that works. We'll see if it works. If it does, we'll make them neat and pretty and paint them later, different things. Rebecca's working on organizing the magnet dolls that she wants to keep. I told her if she wanted to keep them, she had to get them organized so that we could get them on this shelf over here. The other goal is to move the bookshelf out of the school corner with the games on it into here, because they're more likely to play with them in here. And I'm not as worried about them now that they're older, now that they're 8, 10, and 12, and worrying about them, like, you know, losing pieces or shoving pieces down the vent. So the goal is to move it in here, but I need room to put it in here. So we're trying to clean out stuff, trying to get everything ready, and just go from there. But this is what we have progress so far. This is literally all we have left right here in the middle of the room to have to clean up off the floor, and then we have some tidying up to do. So after literally a whole Saturday, we got everything completely done. But it wasn't just cleaning this time, it was getting the Legos organized. I will do that in a totally different video because it's late. So I'm just gonna turn you around and show you how we finished it for this round of our toy room clean with me. So as you walk in the door, you can see there are butterflies everywhere. We actually have more butterflies to put up. We bought more from Dollar Tree. Their toy box right here. This is for stuffed animals only. I got it a little too close to the wall, so pardon me while I scoot this out. I also need to put some of the felt pads on the bottom of here, but there we go. This is just for their stuffed animals that don't go on their bed. There's 3 of them. And we actually cleaned some out tonight so that it would close again. The next shelf over, and this is actually where I'm planning on putting the board games, but the school corner is going to be another project all on its own. Probably next Saturday. No, next Saturday we'll be camping. Probably the next Saturday that we have available, I will do the school corner, but that's where the shelf is probably going to be with all the board games. And then this is going to come over here. The horses are probably going to come over here where the doll dresser is, and the doll dresser is probably going to go back to the closet again. We took it out of the closet because my mother-in-law keeps some things here because she lives pretty far from town, and she also used to work at the local grocery store here, so she would keep changes of clothes in here for her work. Now she uses her old work smocks because she's retired now, and she uses lets the girls use those for painting and crafting, but she still keeps some change of clothes here. We also keep like the girls' nicer swimsuits in here out of the way so that they're exactly where we know where they need to be and they don't get mixed in with the rest of their clothes. We also keep, looks like some more of my mother-in-law's clothes. Yeah, some more of her clothes in here. But this used to be a lot fuller. We also keep the seasonal doll clothes in a bag in the bottom of the closet. We're probably fixing to rotate that out whenever it gets like September, October. They keep like fall and winter in the bag right now. They have spring and summer out right now. But this used to be a lot fuller because the girls used to have a ton more dress-up clothes. But as I have 2 tweens now, they don't do as much dress-up anymore. Most of this is actually Rebecca's dress-up clothes now. So now that I don't have as much dress-up clothes in here, I can put the doll clothes back in here. And I did have the kids' curtains back up in here again after Aiden moved out of here and this became their toy room again. But they just felt like they didn't really have any privacy because there were no blinds in here. They're just curtains. So we went ahead and put the privacy curtains back up. I may put blinds back up in here so that they can have their handprint curtains back up. I also keep some extra bedding in here. Sarah's hats are up there as well, and boxes for some of their dolls that are on shelves in their room are also in here. For now, what is in here, and their dolls closet would go right here. What is in here is a wooden chair that was actually made for Sarah when she was a toddler, a diaper bag that was given to me for Madeline, but now they use it, and it holds like 2 American Girl dolls plus some changes of clothes, and the doll stroller in here. We also have this pocket organizer that I don't know if I've ever shown you all, but it's one of the shoe pocket organizers. I think this one actually came from Walmart. I was not liking the Dollar Tree ones as much anymore, but I let them choose how they organize everything in here and pick what goes where. Try to emphasize, you know, putting stuff that Rebecca needs to get to closer to the bottom, but I let them choose how they organize everything. Like they have this one just for hairbrushes, that one has just an umbrella in it, this one has just stuff for Madeline. So that's how that one is done. And I'll go ahead and take you around, but this is where I'm thinking of putting the toy box. The only concern is that toy box right there, the vents right there, doll clothes right there. We'll figure it out though. For now, the horses are over here. The white one and the brown one, Philippe and Maximus, were the ones that they got with the Swag Bucks Christmas. I'll link that up here. And the Sven as well. The smaller one and the bigger one are the Walmart brand, like ish, American Girl-ish things that were bought for them from people. They have a grocery doll buggy over here with a little doll that literally, that's the only doll that fits in that buggy. Their dream lights. This is the dresser for their doll clothes, for their folding doll clothes. They have a little bit of room on their hanging. Whenever we pull the game shelf in here, we may hang some more doll clothes. This is for their purses, their doll accessories, their doll blankets and things. They get to keep their painted rocks. This little picnic set has like a little tea party set thing in it. So there's that there. The dragon was given to him, and that was actually a bucket that we bought for the bitty baby when it was my bitty baby. The high chair right here, the little potty seat, the pack and play right here. I'm gonna move Sarah's Mulan doll back over to her doll bed. She forgot to put that back. The pack and play here is for just Rebecca's dolls. The pack and play came with the high chair and the other pieces that you've seen that go with it. But she keeps just her dolls in here. This cradle was given to Sarah to put her dolls in. That huge teddy bear right there actually takes up the whole bed underneath all the dolls. So it was actually bought for her for that. And when we bought it, Rebecca actually could fit in there. And she tried to sleep in there a couple times, but it was like, nah, let's not do that. Because she was way too big to sleep in it. She could fit in it, but she was too old to sleep in it. But it holds all of Sarah's dolls. Madeline's dolls take up this bunk bed right here. She has dolls on top and bottom. Mostly American Girl dolls plus her Ray Barbie doll. Again, the kids doll dresser closet. This is basically this one has a dowel rod with some tape to hold it. There's other ways to do it. I was just in a hurry to try to get this done because they needed it done. The bottom one actually has twisted wire around it to hold the hangers on, but there's doll clothes there for that as well. The Legos, these are the smaller pieces of Legos. I'll explain all the Legos later, but this is part of the Legos, more Lego stuff. And then here are all the new bins that you saw us organizing earlier today. All those are done. The bigger bins right here. These are actually those bigger blocks that I may not be able to do this one with one hand. These are the bigger blocks that they won at summer reading. No, I could not do that with one hand. These are the bigger blocks they won at summer reading. Some are triangles, some are squares. So those are in here. All the tires and like smaller bikes that don't break down for their Legos. Their Loving Family dollhouse is right here. Sophia the First Royal Prep Castle is right here. This shelf holds miscellaneous of things. Each of the girls has one bucket for themselves to put whatever they want in there as long as it fits in that little bucket. This is an older doll. This is like more fragile dollhouse furniture. Animals, that is for Loving Family. That is for the Sophia the First. Then all the characters for the Loving Family there. All the like soft things for the Loving Family go in there. All of their doll dishes and doll food go in there. And then this is a miscellaneous bucket. A lot of their prizes from summer reading are in there. Some of their toys from Castaway Key are in there as well. This is Rebecca's Merida bow. It hangs right there. Her dancing Olaf right there. We did decide to go ahead and keep the magnet dolls for now. Rebecca said she will play with them, so we're gonna wait and see. Those are right there. The Loving Family van is right there. One of the doors broke off years ago when the kids were playing with it and accidentally broke it. But the van still works and they love it, so it's right there. There's a Beauty and the Beast tea set right there. Madeline's Animators Collection Beauty and the Beast set right there. Rebecca's mini flashlight. Rebecca's little computer. Madeline's Beauty and the Beast tea set right there as well. Rebecca's Porg. This is a lot of Rebecca and Madeline stuff. Rebecca and Madeline's lightsabers are right there. Rebecca's Merida quiver and one arrow that's left is right there. Sarah's little faith thing right here. Sarah is also getting into origami. She likes making the little butterflies, and then this is one of her inspirational pieces that somebody gave her, and it's a dragon. And you can see some of our butterflies are still hanging from the ceiling, and that's a dragonfly. That's a butterfly. Are still hanging from the ceiling. We did have one come off the wall. That's where that hole is right there. I've got to put that one back together and put it back up, and then that butterfly is still up there. So that is the whole room tour. It literally took all day Saturday. It's actually a little past the kids' bedtime. I finished up a couple things in here, like sweeping the rug off and just a little tidy up things. I like to help them get it organized. That way they know what they're doing. And it just like, they like for me to be able to help them. I don't do it for them. I don't clean the whole room for them. But being able to say, hey, why don't we sort the Legos? And they're like, sure, how do we do that? And I had 32 buckets and they all 32 buckets fit. So it's like, well, why don't we make a list? You prioritize what you want. And so that's kind of how we work today. And so we did that. Most of mine was helping them organize them into buckets. They did the rest of the room themselves. I did help a little bit with folding some of the Rebecca's doll clothes. But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.